Okay. I wasn't muted. I was not muted. My mic audio wasn't muted, but it wasn't using my actual mic. It was using default. So it looked to me that I was not muted, but it wasn't you doing the audio. Anyway, welcome in everyone. Welcome in. Bumble, Mercury, thank you all so much for coming in on this Wednesday. I had hot dogs, which is kind of meh. She's gaslighting us. Okay. Bumble, congrats on first. I was waiting to see who would get it. You got one, Bumble. Let's go. Very nice, very nice. You guys did it. Congrats. I forgot about the button. It's okay. It's okay, Mercury. I apologize for not streaming yesterday. Yesterday was a day off, but I didn't stream. It was recovery day. I had a bad week of work, but that's okay. Because now we have our Wednesdays together. And as promised, we're going to be playing. We're going to be playing Valhalla. It's fine, you used the time to set up for that Shrek stream after all, right? I'm not gonna do the. I'm gonna wait on doing the emulator. I'm gonna wait till after we finish some more of our story things. Like after Valhalla, we're gonna be starting the next Spider-Man. Maybe after that, I'll start up the emulator. Today will be better for sure. It will be. It will be. This stream usually only goes on for about 2.5 to 3 hours. We might cut it down a little more, just because of how things have been. But I didn't stream yesterday, so maybe I'll do a night stream with you guys today. How do you guys feel about that? Let's load up. What were we doing last? What were we doing last? Night stream? Say less. For real. Yeah. I'll stream at night. I feel like a clown because I got class in 5 hours. No. What? 5 hours? What? That's crazy. Why would you have class at 5 p.m.? Well, actually, I think that's when I had my choir class back in the day. University life is crazy. It is. It is. I wish I could just look at the wallpaper. That's very bright. That's very bright. Oh wait, I wanted to save up for. I'm stupid. I wanted to save up for that. I forgot. Okay. Let's go to work. I forgot what I was doing last time. Good evening. Huh? I didn't expect you today. I was waiting for you to call and say you wouldn't be coming or something. Things at the Apollo Bank are getting ugly, so that means more people will be looking for a drink. You can take a break, you know. You're quite the hard worker. And the streets are not exactly safe right now. They've never been when you get down to it. And besides, I can't afford not to come to with the bar closing soon. I wonder if any bars use impending closure as a means of getting their employees to work. Seems like the total opposite would happen. Not to mention I get bored out of my brains in my apartment, so I'd rather come here anyway. What did you say? Nothing important. Gil isn't back yet. No, I wouldn't worry too much about him though. If you say so. That girl's still here? Yep, she was sleeping so peacefully I felt bad about waking her up. So, would you mind doing that for me? Actually, yes, I mind. But you're the boss, and it's kind of my fault she's here in the first place. Sorry about that. Hey, young lady, sleep another hour and we'll have to start charging you a motel fee. Oh. Where am I? I forgot about her. Right. The shoddy downtown bar. Let's see. All my gear is in place. And neither my pants nor my panty, shirt, or bra have been displaced. It's the flat bartender. Good morning. Good evening. Evening? Well, it's the best day of sleep I've had in quite some time. Sorry for all the trouble I may have caused you today or last night. Don't worry. You're so nice, flat bartender. Thanks for taking care of me. Bye. Hello, guys and gals. Stream Chan's back in action with her batteries reloaded. The moon, it burns! I feel like I've just unleashed something terrible into the world. LOL. Come on, it's not that bad. Say, what's this bottle? A client gave it to me yesterday. A gift of sorts, I'm guessing? Huh, cool. It's some sort of rum. Rum? Nice. Want me to serve you a bit of it? Yeah, sure. Give boss some rum. Go to the bottle drinks tab and drag it to the shaker before mixing. Drag it to the shaker before mixing. Here. Alright. I'm gonna enjoy this in my office, thanks. Anytime. Okay then. Right, this. I have not changed it since. It's just a lot of work. This game teaches you how to be a bartender? It does, yes. You got a bunch of drinks and stuff. Hold on, I'll show you. Time to serve, mix, and change lives. Wait, that's not how it goes. Thank you so much for the subscription. 6 months, that's crazy. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the continued support. Man, it feels lonely without Gil here. I just hope the restlessness in the streets doesn't lead to dangerous or weird types coming in here. Epson, how's your day been? Goody. Immediately. Brain in a jar. Okay, alright. This was a great start to my Wednesday. Holy shit, that was a record-breaking jinx. Welcome to Valhalla. What can I get you? Tiring. Yeah, that's about been the consensus, I think. I'll have a blue fairy. Don't make a joke about becoming real. Please don't make a joke about becoming real. On it. Let's give this brain a blue fairy. Okay. That is crazy. How much alcohol can a single brain take? Like, if it's just the brain. Like, some people's limits are high, some aren't. But what does it mean when it's just a brain? What do you think? Here you go. Nice, yeah, this is the thing. So, how are you gonna... Oh, you can grab stuff. Should have figured as much. A whole bottle. You can drink stuff? Indeed, I have the same system Lilum do. Can I ask you something? Miss... Call me Taylor. Just Taylor. And yes, a cutie like you can ask me anything. Okay, Taylor. You have to be the first person I've met that didn't go, okay, just Taylor. Nah, too easy. You're a brain in a jar, right? I'm sure not a hologram of that, I'm sure. Yep, I'm a bona fide human brain in a jar. So, how... Why, What? Does my handsomeness make you speechless? You're not something a girl sees every day, and that's saying quite a bit in these parts. Fear not, for I have a speech prepared for this situation. A speech? You're seeing one of the 5 great living bottled brains of the world. We are brains living in conditions that allow us to exist in any other humanoid creature, all while computers in our jars scan our activities. In a slow but steady manner, we are helping the world understand the inner workings of nature's most complex computer. We're bringing out the clown! Welcome in! Hi, welcome! Let me go get the duck for you. Let me go get that for you. It's duck time. Time for duck. I gotta get my timer in, though. Not 30 minutes. Only 5. And a fortune slip, y'all. Duck time. 10 minutes of duck. Okay, let me get this thing going. Oh, we're doing a few minutes of duck. 20, I see. Well, I appreciate it. Mercury, I have your fortune slip. Mercury, your fortune is... If you can imagine it, you can achieve it. If you can dream it, you can become it. Your word is fish. Your numbers are 49, 7, 15, 4, 25, and 40. Coming from my math final, I'll know the results Sunday, so they say. How are you, clown? Damn. I had a nightmare last night, though. Damn, that's crazy. You can become the nightmare. The nightmare on Elm Street, if you will. Clown, I hope your final goes well. I'm sure it will. I'm sure you'll get your results on Sunday and think, God, obviously, of course, it was easy. I have faith in you, clown. Let's get back to the game. I'm assuming you prepared that after being asked the same question too many times, huh? Not out of exasperation or anything like that, mind you. I just wanted to have something thoughtful prepared. Look, I even have a couple of pamphlets with me. You want one? Sure. What brings one of our world's 5 brains in jars to this place, though? Oh, I'm from around here, actually. I just wanted to take a walk for the first time in quite a bit of time. Have you come here before? Sadly, no. Otherwise, I'd remember a cute face like yours. Speaking of which, can I have your name? It's Jill. Jill? That's a really cute name. Thank you. Say, weren't you scared of going outside today, what with the commotion around and all? It didn't stop you from coming here either, did it? Yeah, you're right. It's going to take more than cryptic but ominous news to stop me. You're awfully energetic. Did you know that? Sorry, does that bother you? No, not at all. It's just that I figured a brain in a jar wouldn't be so happy. While I was alive... Oh wait, this is Taylor. While I was alive, my body got to the point where there wasn't much I could do. This new state of existence allows me to accomplish more than I ever could before. Plus, I'm doing something that'll help people in the long run. Wouldn't you be happy? I wonder. Did you want to make me happy, Joe? Depends on what it takes. Don't worry, just give me a beer. Alright then, yeah, I'll make you happy. 1 beer for Taylor. You'd think by this point I would have remembered how to make a beer, but I don't. 1, 2, 1, 2, 4. Perfect. Here, a beer. Ah, yes. No matter what happens, beer's always good. It's interesting, though. Just yesterday, I was talking to client about brain uploads. You were? Yeah, we were talking about how even if you upload your brain, you'd still be here. I've thought about that too. Do you think you, in the cybernetic environment, would feel like she was indeed transferred? Like, would she remember everything? Like waking up someplace else and so on? That's an interesting question. I was actually thinking earlier about being able to transfer someone's brain into a Lilim. Appreciated, by the way. Of course, of course. One of the brains is being used in such an experiment, actually. They can make a functional Lilim. Unfortunately, the wiring and other stuff make it look more creepy than anything. They aren't transferring his identity or anything, though, just wiring him to a body. Oh. You'd think someone would rather do that than just float around exposed in a jar. Bring out the duck, I'll add 5 extra minutes to duck. Thank you. Wow, that's 25 minutes a duck. I have to admit the whole brain thing does look creepy. But the body I'm telling you about is just uncanny looking. Speaking of uncanny, how do you feel when you saw yourself like this for the first time? It was quite a shock, actually. It didn't last too long, though. I never was too attached to my body. Later in my life, that was almost literal. You know what the downside to this body is? I can't get drunk. If you want to call that a downside. If you wanted to drink alcohol for the taste, there are many alternatives. Drunkenness is part of the whole experience. Why though? Lilims can get drunk with no problem. Yeah, but in their case, their brain's a computer attached to their body. Getting drunk causes their brain to reduce the input speed to their bodies. Depending on the model, their drunk subroutine might throw in a different behavioral cycle even. It's hard to get drunk when the whole point of you being in a jar is figuring out exactly how you work. Yeah, you're right. Hey, Jill. Oh, Alma. Oh, Alma. Where's the courtesy one would expect from plebeian bar staff? Welcome to Valhalla. What can I get you? I don't remember what I did for anyone's voices. Not when you put it that way. Why, hello there, beautiful. What? You hurt my feelings with that, darling. Sorry, you don't see talking dismembered brains every day. I mean, I did work a summer in Lilim maintenance, but even then, those were talking heads. No, don't worry about it. At least you're not running or fainting. Your name was Alma, right? I'm Taylor. Nice to meet you, Taylor. Say, Alma, can I buy you a drink? Sorry, I only date people who are at least 50% organic and have at least one face. I know just what to strive for then. Just kidding. It would make me happy to make you happy by buying you a drink. Does that bother you? I guess it chills the bartender, then I don't have a problem with that. Awesome, I'll pay for your next drink then. What will you have? I'll have a cobalt velvet. And you, Taylor? I'm fine, actually. You're gonna have me drink alone? I don't want to drink that much. Okay then. Cobalt velvet. Five, 3, 2, on the rocks and mixed. I like this design. It's cute. Your drink. Hope you enjoy it. You know, you've been nicer to me these past minutes than at least 3 guys have been in the last year. Judging from the way you two talk, I'm guessing you've been a client here for a while now, right? Only for about half a year or so, if memory serves right. Really, one would think it's been longer. Feels like it's been longer. Shut up, you love me and you know it. So you just started coming here and that was it? Well, the first time I came here, the other guy... Speaking of which, where's Pablo? Gillian. Archimedes. Dunno. Adventuring or something. Anyway, the other guy served me for the first time I came here. Nothing unusual there. The next time I showed up, Jill here was the one serving, and I don't know. I just feel like she gets me. There's this chemistry. We click. We click, she says. The fact that I feel more chemistry with her than with many other people is kind of sad, though. It's always good to see a nice friendship. Sadly, it's getting late and I've got to go. And I'll leave you two lovely ladies alone. See ya. Bye. Please come again. That tailor sure was nice. A bit weird at first, though. Apparently one of the 5 brains being studied by scientists or something. There's a summary of it in this pamphlet. Let's see. Oh yeah, I've heard about them before. Can't believe I actually met one. How's my favorite? Oh, hi, Dimbird. Hi. I'm doing better now that it's Wednesday, you know? Say, Alma, how many people are there in your family? Just curious. Well, aside from my mom and dad, we're 4 sisters and 1 brother. Funnily enough, we all have names that start with the first 5 letters in the alphabet. So you're the eldest one. No, I'm actually the middle kid. You're the middle kid, but your name starts with an A? Don't think too much about it. I never said the orders reflected our ages. My sister Carlotta's the eldest one. And then there's Diana, just before me. I'm glad you're doing better. Did work go okay? I didn't work today. I did not work today or yesterday. Which was probably the best thing about this week, to be honest. Then comes Eva, and at the bottom lies Belle. The youngest one is Bernardo. You've never been alone, I'm guessing. Can't complain about that, I guess. It helps that we were never 5 in the same house. By the time Yvetta and Bernie were born, Diana and Carlotta already moved. Speaking of family, today I came because I needed a break from everything that's been going on with them. Do you live with them? No, but Yvetta and Bernie do. Not to mention I visit them almost every day. Anyway, my second eldest sister, Diana, just separated from her husband. It says something when work is making you that miserable. Yeah, well, it's never the job I wanted, but it's the job I have. And that's that, man. It's not even been a week, but she's already got some other guy in her bed. She left her kid with her husband's partners and pretty much forgot about them. Never mind the fact that they need to go to school and all that. I appreciate you always reading the text. I always try. Damn. Diana's life has always been messy, but these days she's really making it big. She wants time for herself to live her life. She didn't think about that when she married the guy at 20. She didn't think about that when marrying a guy she had only known for like 3 months. You should take your own advice. Hey, I never marry anyone who could catch my attention so quickly, okay? Sure, there was that one time when it almost happened, but I blame the damn stadium kiss cam. Kiss cam? I was going out with a guy my little sister introduced me to. Seems he was her friend's brother or something. We went out to a couple of times and he invited me to a basketball game. The mood was nice, but then later the kiss cam focused on us and instead of kissing me, he proposed. I almost got caught in the mood and accepted. Huh. So I take it you ejected him in a stadium on the fucking kiss cam. We went out for like 3 weeks. I don't know. Maybe he wanted to get in my pants with that old sex on the wedding night line. But I, honest to God, can't understand why he thought it would be a good idea. It sounds too convoluted, you know? Proposing and waiting for the wedding night just for sex. Never underestimate the lengths a man is willing to go to get into their bed. To get you in their bed. I've seen more convoluted plots over the years. I'm feeling tempted to ask, but I'll pass. Want anything else? Oh, what's that bottle? Oh, yeah, it's just some rum a client gave me yesterday. A gift? What did you do? Cannot take it seriously when the duck talks. It do be like that sometimes. It do. A good enough service, I'm guessing. Cute. Interesting name. Thank you for space duck, Bird. What does it mean? I don't actually know the name of this. It's the name of a chieftain in some native tribes. Posture check. Hold on. I see. Do you want... Big yawn. Do you want me to serve you some of that? I have my water. Big sip, just for you. Yeah. Okay. Alright. I'll pass. I don't have too many good memories when rum's involved. Get me a fringe weaver instead, will you? Alright. Wonder what's up with her and rum. Fringe weaver. Get the fringe. She is wanting to get smashed. Aged. One fringe weaver. What kind of memories do you have with rum? Nothing you need to worry about. Okay. Alright, now it's my turn to ask questions. About what? What family is your family? Well, I'm an only child. My mom and my dad split amicably. My mom is a violinist, so she was always away from home with the orchestra. I spent most of my time with my dad, my aunt, and my grandpa. Aside from that, I'd say childhood was pretty uneventful. Didn't you get something like your mom's artistic vein or something? I played the violin until I was around 16, I think. What made you stop? I don't know. I just kind of said, that's it, one day and stopped. What about cousins or the rest of your family? I see very little of them, actually. Mainly because my dad moved away from most of them. Most of my mom's family live in France to boot. So your mom's French? Yep. Can you speak French? She sounds so snooty. It probably isn't helping that I'm voicing her as snooty. She's the killer. You're not making me speak French. Sorry. Ooh, what does that mean? Rubbish? I don't know, I can't speak French. I did try though, but college started and I stopped taking classes. Funny thing, I actually have a cousin from my mom's side that lives close by. But you'll be hard-pressed to make me spot him in a crowd. You're kinda lucky, you know? All of my mom's side of the family lives here. The chances of me meeting someone I'm related to on the street are ridiculously high. But yeah, that's the primer on my family. Nothing too interesting, sadly. Your mom's a French violinist and you call that uninteresting? I'm wondering if your family has ever made a fuss about you being a hacker. Hacker makes it sound too exotic. It's like if I called you a mixologist. Please don't, ever. Sounds like something somebody would say to make a bartender sound sophisticated. See? I mean, hacker is a good way to summarize it, but it's not the best. I'm a security consultant. People want to find flaws in the security of their system, and I do my best to pinpoint where it breaks. Be it Glitch City or anywhere else in the world, they need security. I'm their woman. You've told quite a few stories about cracking into databases to retrieve info like some sort of mercenary, though. That doesn't change the fact that hacker is not the best term to use. It makes the whole thing sound illegal when it's actually an honest job. Didn't you tell me that you once secured some incriminating pics from a guy's cell phone? A mostly honest job. Sheesh. What made you become a hacker, by the way? I've always been a sucker for puzzles. Even as a kid, I always had a Sudoku or crossword with me. But at some point, they started feeling kinda samey. So, when I started college, I took a course on system security. It felt like a kind of puzzle I was looking for. I mean, there are all kinds of things involved in breaching net security. You need to attack the stuff from different angles. And it's something that's always evolving. The whole point of everything is to strengthen security. Every time you think you've got the gist of it, they change everything. This person rubs me the wrong way, like when you hit your funny bone. I hit my funny bone all the time at work. It's terrible. And what's even worse is when one of the residents is like, "You're not supposed to do that." I know I'm not supposed to do that. I did not need your input on that. Everyone thinks they're a comedian over there. So it's kind of like an always evolving puzzle. A puzzle I helped make harder at that. I didn't think about it that way. It is less actiony when the movies make it than what the movies make it up to be, though. Man, this is not the Krusty Krab. So, no real-time frantic typing, nothing like that. Still, seeing my code break through something, it's an amazing feeling. Will you have anything else? A classy drink. We need 5 more minutes of duck. Hold on. Any classy drink. Here goes nothing. By type. Classy. I could get her completely smashed and give her another Fringe Weaver. Brantini. Did she just admit to liking causing trouble? I'm pretty sure. Aged. Incarnatine. Variability. Okay. Here. Bravo! You made me very happy. Woohoo! I guess. You know, sometimes I feel like you know me better than all the guys I've been with. I feel compelled to ask how many guys you've been with. If we're talking about serious, long-lasting relationships, that's a handful. Casual dating and one-night stands, on the other hand, is she flirting with you? I'm told that she really likes the bartender. I feel like a lot of people like the bartender, you know? But Alma especially. I know Dorothy flirts with us a lot, but I think that there's nothing substantial there. Why do that? Why go through so many people? Hey, it's not like I take every guy I see to bed. What do you take me for? You know what I mean. Hey, I've been sitting for an hour. I want to drink. You two done talking. Funny. Yeah. That's something I don't have an answer to, actually. Maybe I'm just a romantic that loves having someone to cuddle with. Maybe I just get lonely. Maybe there's a deep-seated psychological reason behind it all. Maybe I'm just horny. Whatever the case, I kind of feel like it's a quest I shouldn't give up yet. Well, it's not like I'm too different. Until recently, I too had a streak of one-night stands. Really? What made you stop? Reasons? What is it? Tell me. Maybe later. It's time for my break. Come with me. Huh? Why? Can't I stay here away from the cold? I don't trust you. You could fit a bottle between those tits of yours and nobody would know. Why not just say, please come and let's keep talking at the back of the bar? You got the message. Now come. Guide me then. Boss, I'm taking my break. Call me if anyone comes in. Sure. Yeah. Whoa, someone call HR. Save. We on break. Speaking of, I need to drink this tea. Yesterday, my jaw was super sore, and I don't know why. Like, it wasn't like locked up or anything. Someone suggested lockjaw, which is not what was happening. It was just like super sore whenever I like tried to chew or anything. And then, I mean, it went away. My dad suggested that it might be wisdom teeth, but I highly doubt it. By today, it's basically not even there. It's just a weird thing that happened yesterday. Anyway, let's go back. Let's go back. Safe to keep playing. I'm sure it is. Ah. Cold, 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 cold. It sure is chilly out there. It's kind of refreshing. The hobo out there seemed like a nice guy. Billy Vine? Yeah, he's a cool guy. Very respectful. Apparently he's got into some legal trouble and that's why he's like that. Really? He could also just be a very nice crackhead, though. So, are you gonna tell me? What? Why did you stop having one-night stands and all that? I started working here. I don't know. After I started working here, I felt like I didn't need to do that anymore. Maybe I was just lonely. Aw, how cute. He can fit a whole crack pipe between his tits. Billy Vine's really living it up. That is 25 minutes of Duck. Guys, thank you so much for Duck. I appreciate it. I also got fed up with everyone complaining about me smoking on the bed. You're gonna burn the bed with that. Yeah. If you ever need a hug, just let me know. You don't need one-night stands for that. You left me thinking, though. What's your thing? Your fetish? You strike me as the kind to have an overpower fetish of sorts. You want to feel totally swayed by someone, have consensual yet forceful sex with your partner. Did I hit bullseye? You have quite the imagination, girl. Honey, some service here. I'm here, don't scream. Oh, were you two hanging out at the back of the bar? What kind of stuff are you doing? I don't remember Dorothy's voice either. Ah! Just talking. Is that what they call it these days? What do you want? Something soft, something sweet. No alcohol, please. Wouldn't it be the same if you just grabbed a soda from the vending machine? But I like you. Do you just like my presence so much? Sweet and non-alcoholic, you say? Alright. Something sweet. Non-alcoholic. This one could be non-alcoholic. Sweet, light, and fruity. Okay. I think Sugar Rush might be the one. Just like immediately. This feels familiar. What do you mean? No, sweet drinks. Also non-alcoholic, you square. She probably has to go into work. This one cannot be done. Brantini can't be done. Piano Woman cannot be done. Okay, so let's give her the Sugar Rush. And Powder Delta. Mixed. Okay. This is a very boring drink. Sugar Rush. If it works, it works. Here, like you asked. See? You don't get this kind of treatment from vending machines. Unless you're Lawrence. But he has this weird idea that good service is the same as selling lukewarm cans of cola. Lawrence? A friend of mine. He's a vending machine. Oh. Oh, but how impolite of me. I'm lovely, and my name's Dorothy. Dorothy Hayes. Nice to meet you. Oh, I'm Alma. The pleasure's mine. Dorothy, you say? Yep. Why? Nothing. I guess I've heard about you before. Really? What kind of stuff? Tell me. Mostly about your pluckiness. And here I was thinking is because I'm a sex worker. So much for trying to be subtle. Hey, I take pride in my job. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing it. Isn't it dangerous? I know how to take care of myself. Thank you very much. Where do you work, Alma? I'm a hacker. Really? A full-fledged hacker? Oh, good news. I had a phone interview? How'd that go, Dimbard? Not the kind that sees a computer logged into some account and says it's hacking, right? No, of course not. I've always been curious about how being a hacker works. Do you just start typing really fast while waiting for something to happen? No. I can explain, but I don't know if you'd get it. You won't know until you try, right? Last time I said that I had to jam the plastic replica of a halogen light bulb up a... What? No, very well, I may get an even higher pay. Timbar, that's so exciting. It was a success. Okay then. Let me try to explain in general how it works. Let's say I have to retrieve information from a company's database. Alright. First, I do some research on the target. OS, servers, how the information is stored, and all that. There'd be a couple of occasions where I had to go in blind, but they're the exception rather than the rule. What about shoving a light bulb in a man's ass? I don't know, Dimbard. I don't know. Frankly, I don't think I want to know. First, I secure things from my side. I start working behind proxies, websites, and through other more vulnerable computers I find on the way. After that, I start testing the networks. I go through the basic protocols, try known exploits as long as they don't trigger any alarms. Once I've tested the grounds, the fun starts. I go through all of the security protocols and look to bypass them. Sometimes I have to look deeper into the code for the password itself. I see. Then, when I'm finally in, I go and retrieve user privileges. After that, I go and try and become a super user and get what I need. How do you do that? Well, there are a couple of ways. I can use a pre-made program to hack into an already existing account. I can use info someone already gave me, but the usual way is using a buffer overflow. But what happens next? What happens next? A super user? You mean an admin? Maybe? I create a back door in the system before leaving and covering my tracks. I can't handle it anymore. Alma, hack me like you've never hacked anything before. Say, make my buffer overflow, create a backdoor in me, escalate your user privileges, find flaws in my security. Sorry, I got carried away. No shit, what happened? Have you seen those movies or books where a couple does something like paint a picture or cook? But they make it sound like they're having sex instead? Someone needs to go to a horny gym, it's true. Suggestive scenes, yeah. Well, that whole thing was kind of like that for me. Really? I guess humans don't really get it because their minds don't upload to networks or anything. But trust me, if you recorded yourself giving a really detailed explanation in a really sexy voice, you'd make millions. Horny Lilum are an unexploited market. Apparently she likes it in the back. Bard. I see. Ah, looks like my ride is here. You ride? Yep, my brother-in-law came to look for me. Is it alright to ask that from him? It's okay. I've known him since preschool. It just so happens that he got married to my sister. Hey, Dorothy, you need a ride? Can you drop me by 3rd Street? Sure, it's on the way. Hey, I'll take your offer then. Bye, honey. Later, Joe. Take care. The street seems noisy. Oh, a client. Hello, welcome to Valhalla. What can I get? Who is this? Who is this? Such a small yet comfortable place. Truly an oasis of spiritual drinks in the midst of a suburban desert. A place where lost and corrupt souls can gather to forget their troubles for a while. A nest where every one of the most pathetic scum and the vilest trash junkie can just sit to kill their insides. BRB ad. No! I miss you, Dimbird. Truly a real person non grata. That's Latin for mysterious place, by the way. I'm so smart and philosophical. Alright, we got ourselves a persona non grata here. What will you have then? 17. Excuse me? I said 17. 7 plus teen. What does that mean? What does it mean to you? Ugh. I got a text from my mom asking how my jaw is. Sorry, I have to answer my mom. Just to be sure, 17 is about the drink you want, right? Only if you want it to be... Hi, Dimbard. Sorry for the little delay. I had a text from my mom. 17. What the hell does that mean? If only we had DJ here. We could do this one? Because it's the 17th entry? I think that's what he meant. So let's do that, I guess. I don't really have any other clues. I guess you could mean like 17 stacks in here, but that's not really anything for a drink. Three crunch. Put it in. 5, 3, and 2 on the rocks next. How is this a 17? It isn't. You said 17 would only be related to your drink if I thought it was, and I think it isn't. Oh, you've subverted my expectations by taking me literally. Sneaky. What brings you here, Mr. I'm Armandio. Armando. I think that's how you say his name. I would not know. See, I introduced myself using the Asian order because that's a lot more polite. Right. And I came here looking for an otherworldly experience. I was passing by and saw this place is called Valhalla. I want to see the souls of resting warriors, the wounded spirits of noble souls. The golden hall, full of never-ending banquets and lively Valkyries looking over them. We have some arcade machines in the corner. No, 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 no. You're taking me too literally. You see, I'm being poetic. I'm giving a mystical air to the mundane affair. I wanted to see drunk people, and I wanted to see waitresses and food. I wanted to see the bar in all of its decadent glory. Well, you're out of luck. Today's been quite the slow day. Kick them in the face being too arrogant. Dimbo, it's okay. I'm a bartender. I have to put up with it. Not that I'm very surprised, given how things have been going in the streets, though. Humans are a nasty bunch, that much is true. Making a ruckus, coming at each other, but that's to be expected from the only mammal to kill its own. I'm no zoologist, but I'm pretty sure that's not the case. Oh yeah? Then give me an example. Not zoologist, bartender. Like I said, I don't know exact details, I just know that isn't right. If memory serves right, once a lion takes over a pride, every cub born from another lion is killed or something. Takes over a pride. You can't take over pride. Pride isn't a tangible thing. You need to stop making things up, not zoologist bartender. Yes, it is. Yeah. But going back on topic, do you know what the number 17 means? The atomic number of chlorine? No, and Cleo is a name, not a number, you know? The group where halogens are in the periodic table? Stop making up words like halogens, periodic, and table. That's what they do, survival of the fittest. Timbart, I think it's best not to let this guy get under our skin. Okay, then, I give up. 17 is us. Huh? Every human has 17 pairs of chromosomes. That number is the whole foundation of you and me. It's 23. What is? Humans have 23 pairs of chromosomes, not 17. Well, they're both primal numbers, so it's the same idea. Primal? Do you want anything else? I'd like a single plum floating in perfume, served in a man's hand. That's one of those funny drinks. Son of a bitch. It's one of those things. Fedora with perfume and a plum. I knew one day we'd have to serve this. Plum fume. It's called plum fume. That's hilarious. Serve that shit. Here. Ah, you didn't. Wait. You did. Enjoy. I will. I'll drink this. Perfume. You don't really have to. Yeah, that'd be silly. You win this round, bartender. Hey, bartender. Have you ever thought about death? How? What if we're already dead? Both of us. What? What tells you I even existed before I entered the door? How can you assure me that this reality is real, and we're not, in fact, in heaven or hell all along? What if everything up to this point is just some stupid story written by an unemployed 20-something in his room? This is getting meta. I could punch you to make you feel reality. I don't care about any of that, actually. This reality's real for me, and that's all that matters. Such a close-minded way of seeing things. You need to get away from the factual facts. Open your mind to things beyond your reach. You'll never reach enlightenment if you don't start. The Habanara has started. It means the twilight of the gods, in German, by the way. Well, you're on your own, bartender. Enjoy your new world order. What? A couple of nearby cars exploded, it seems. Oh, hell. Let me take a look out the window. Be careful. I see lots of flashes in the distance, most likely gunshots. Jill, come here a second. What? About 5 gigabytes. I forgot that thing for a second. Gigabytes of reports prove that several White Knight squads have been used to cover. Illegal actions were released to the public by an unknown anarchist group. We're receiving reports of several units going rogue and using their weapons to hunt down anyone they find in the street. Several counter-terrorism forces from neighboring cities have been dispatched in order to subdue the crazed units after a plea from the vice president. We're still waiting for a declaration from Zaibatsu Corps' CEO on the subject, but until then, things are ugly outside of that bank. Things are ugly in and outside of that bank, it seems. I'd recommend you stay here tonight. It's too dangerous to even think about going outside. What if they break in? They won't. Even then, the bar has quite the security system. And I'll be here protecting you as an added bonus. I guess I'll stay tonight. I'll get you the spare mattress I have. Do you mind sleeping in my office? No, I guess it's fine. Good. Let's hope everything gets solved by the morning. I'll have Zankato on hand, just in case. The metal bat with nails. There's nothing it can't bash. Say, Gil, 4. I hope everything's better by tomorrow. I did. Oh, that stupid fucking pretentious prick. I didn't get a flawless service bonus. If he just spoke what he wanted, I would've gotten him. But whatever. Man. He pisses me off. Save. Now safe to keep playing. Rise and shine. Good morning. It's 11 a.m. though. It's morning for me on the weekends. And any other day. How's everything outside? Still noisy, but forces have been deployed to take care of most of them at least. How so? Zaibatsu Corps' president is pleading with anyone to stop the rogue White Knights. Neighboring city forces were deployed quickly and have subdued most of the opposition. There's also been reports of White Knights just freezing, like they were petrified somehow. You make it sound like God suddenly decided to put everything in place. Well, I'm just glad no bullets are flying in and out of the whole building. Sure, there's still some bad apples out, and it's not really safe yet, but it was worse last night. There also seems to be some civilian force lynching any White Knights they spot. So not only are the White Knights a problem, regular folks are on edge too. I wonder if Sei is okay. Should we be worried about Gil? That kid knows how to take care of himself. I'm sure that whatever it is that he's doing, he's safe. Dare I say, even safer wherever he is than here. I sure hope so. Are we gonna work today? Nah, things are too nasty right now. Let's take the Sunday off. Oh, alright. Say, do you want me to help you get to your apartment? Actually, yeah, I'd appreciate that. Okay then, let me lock things up and we'll go. We'll grab something for lunch on the way. Not Ice Cube in a Jack. Ice Cube in a Jack in the Box ad. I'm scared. Luca, what are you getting up to over there? Sounds good. What is this? It's an Ice Cube meal? What? What are you talking about? Gonna go to Jack in the Box. I've never once been to Jack in the Box, and I hope to keep it that way. Also, this reminds me so much of Metal Gear. You know when you do the call? Home sweet home. Thanks a lot. I don't know you anymore. Because I've never been to Jack in the Box? Dude, I live in a population of like 800 people. I can't have much. Actually, I'm gonna look this up. How many people are in this town? Okay, you get a pass. I lied. There's 742 since last year. No, 2 years ago. So, not quite. I believe our town is considered a village. So, no Jack in the Box for me. Hey, boss, wanna hang out for a bit? Yeah, grab a beer, chill out for a bit. Mostly to thank you for helping me. I'll send you some. Send me that ice cube meal. Yeah, that'll work out for me. Well, I don't have much to do anyway. So, yeah, sure. I did tell you you should invite me to your apartment sometime, didn't I? Oh, yeah, you did. What worries me a bit is the beer that always leads to something else. I'll send you my fave meal number 6. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Luca. How's your Wednesday been? Some more beer? I was gonna say to one of us going through the Spanish announcer's table. But I think we're safe here. Their iced coffee is... I don't drink coffee, so I can't have that one. Excuse me. Want one? Sorry, no, I don't smoke. Don't mind me though. Smoke if you wanna. Thanks. Say, how is the chilly weather treating you? It gets cold from time to time, but nothing the kotatsu and the heater can't fix. Never had Jack in the Box. Me too, Dimbard. Oh, right. Boss, you're not very good with the cold, are you? You know it. You didn't bring your jacket here either. Yeah, I left it at home when going to the bar yesterday. It wasn't that cold, and I didn't expect to spend the night at the bar. Would you like a sweater or something? No, don't mind me. I insist. I have this hoodie from some time ago, and it's too big for me. Why buy it then? I finally got to send my hire packet in after a thing I needed to, so didn't show on PC and only phone? That's weird. That's weird. I'm glad I got it all sorted out though. It was dirt cheap. Right. Wait. Where did you get this one? Dunno. Some flea market ages ago? Why? Nothing. It's just like the one I had many years ago. What happened to it? Too much use, it just ripped. I see. You can keep it if you want. I never use it anyway. We'll see. I can now start making money! Yes, Luca! So excited! Come to think of it, how old are you, boss? I'm eternally 17. Fair enough. 17 plus how much? 17 plus I'd have to cut your tongue if you knew. Alright. Can't wait to go broke on DVD in Fortnite. How did I miss an entire hour? DJ, I was wondering where you've been. Hi. What happened so far? Alma came in. Alma and Dorothy met. Streamer Chan finally woke up, got out of the bar. And we met a brain in a jar. You missed that. We also met that really pretentious prick. Everyone exploded as well. Yes, that also happened. And I ended up getting my first not flawless run because of him. Dorothy happened, yes. The dude was like 17 and I'm like, what, you want the 17th entry? Turns out no. Ghost of Tsushima, that's awesome. I always wanted to play that one, but it's a difficult game, so I've never started it. That game's awesome. It looks really good. I'd really like to play it one day. Let me go change into something more comfortable. Take your time. 4, Hey, Jill, there's a blue-eyed mat's a black fur glaring in my general direction. Hmm? Oh, that's just 4. He's just wary of any new visitors. Cats will be cats, I guess. It's not as difficult, really. I'd say it's easier than any Souls-like, and I've played one Souls game. I played Elden Ring. But I also had 2 people in the same world as me. We installed a multiplayer mod, and so I just had my brothers follow me around. They made me do bosses on my own, but other than that, we basically explored the world together. It was really fun. He'll warm up quickly, though. Just give him time. He's unusual looking. Blue eyes on a black cat. They usually have green. Yeah, weird, huh? At first I thought they were like that because he was small, but they never changed. Do you have any pets, boss? Back at home we had a bear. I see. What? Good old Bosco. He kept intruders away better than any dog. Right. This picture here ain't something you see every day. What? Me taking such a sappy pic? No, a framed picture on printed paper. It's so vintage. Who are these? That's, the one on the right is Lenore, my ex-girlfriend. The one on the left is Gabriel, her sister. Is this pic recent, or... Dana Zane just manages to trip you up with anything she says at all times. It's true. We love Dana. Actually, that one's from 3 to 4 years ago. You look exactly the same. I'm only 27. What did you expect? That's why they say kids are the ones that get old. And I thought it was recent because you don't usually see people displaying pictures of their exes so openly. Let alone a printed and framed one. Did you two break up on good terms then? You even hesitated a bit when calling her your ex. Let's just say that everything ended with both of us saying mean things. And me storming out of her house, breaking a couple things on the way out. We never broke up formally, and I guess I still have feelings for her. I just went away, haven't said a word since. Really? It's hard to picture you doing such a thing, and you look so happy in the pic. Why have her pic out like this then? I just couldn't get my mind off something that Alma said to me. About missing having the warmth of someone else pressed against your side. Using them as a pillow, mixing your perfume with theirs. Putting your head in their chest, listening to their breathing as they pet your head. Dozing off, knowing they're there, watching you, protecting you. I don't know, I felt nostalgic. Then miserable. I'll just put this away. It's a very sad story, really, because I think there's a twist you know from other stories with regretful protagonists that can't go back to their past. Menacing! Ominous! Thank you for the warning, DJ? I've been meaning to apologize, but I feel like it's too late now. Whenever I go out, there's this fear in the back of my head that I'll meet her in the streets. I just don't know if I could face her again, let alone talk to her. I'd be a mess. Never too late to apologize, Jill. Maybe. What's that on the table? Looks like an envelope. It's nothing, nothing! Now, please give that to me. Okay, alright. I saw nothing, don't worry. Anyway, let's grab some beers. Guide me. Hey, they're hanging out! Damn, you have a lot of beers. Lots of beer. Beer so far, 0 cans left, 12 remaining beer, 100%. Well, the BTC gives me a discount and a point card I can use every time I buy their alcohol. With that, beer is actually the cheapest drink I can get. No help, chug. What do you mean? Is there any difference between the drinks at the bar and these? The drinks at the bar are more addictive, flavorful, and also stronger than the ones they sell in stores. And besides, the one in the bars is more of a double IPA. This one's more of a Pilsner. In English, please. This one's lighter in color and lighter in flavor. It doesn't taste that much lighter to me. Doesn't taste like a lighter to me. LOL. Remember, it's December there, equipped with beer and blankets. Looks like looking at the city from who knows how high up. The alcohol is Dimbar, where did you get that? Say less. Is this one made with that, what's the name you use for the base liquid you use at the bar again? Nitrogenic dechemotrical lategenol, or NDL? Damn, they really just wanted me to say that, huh? It was a supplement or something, right? It was an experimental fluid they created to replace water with the Maiden Kiss polluted water supplies. The effects of pollution turned out to be temporary, so NDL never went into mass production. But the BTC still commissioned it for use in bars. And is this one made with it? Let's see. Yep, here it is, near the end. NDL and cornstarch. Cornstarch? It serves as a stabilizer, if I remember correctly. They need it for packaged drinks. I see. And I just realized something. What? You're a nerd, Joe. Guilty as charged. I still have that bottle of rum somewhere around. Do you want some of it? Will you have some too? Not really, no. I'll leave it like that. I'm not letting you drink beer alone. That's not how drinking with friends work. Do you consider me a friend then, boss? Why wouldn't I? Dunno. What with being my boss and all, I was never too sure. Well, in case you had any doubts, yes, I consider you one of my best friends. Besides, you and Gil are always so diligent and responsible that I'm boss in name only anyway. It's good to know. On a side note, it surprised me that you kept that poster of me in the room. And even more that you hung it in plain sight. When I gave it to you, it was more or less a joke, you know? Does it make you uncomfortable? If it doesn't make you uncomfortable, why would it make me uncomfortable? It's my own face. I'm still wondering why you did it, though. Aside from filling an empty spot in the wall, I don't really know. I thought it was funny, too. I guess it's like if someone gave you, dunno, a dildo-shaped trophy or something and you had it there as a conversation starter. Although no one comes here anyway, so it's kind of pointless. Why? No steamy nights of passion? Not since a year ago, I think. And I'd rather not talk about what happened then. Did someone hurt you? Because if they did, I can go dish out some pain. A dildo is a good conversation starter, apparently. Apparently. No, nothing of the sort. A different kind of mess. Uncomfortable mess. Not being able to have sex for reasons mess. Glad to know you have my back, though. That's what friends are for. Wait, you talk about the poster and compare it to having a dildo-shaped trophy. Did you just call me a dildo face? Your mom is so a good DJ. That's what friends are for. Hey, boss, be honest with me here. About what? Who's Gil exactly? What do you mean? You know what I mean. Who the fuck is he? Oh, yeah, that. Well, I have a couple ideas. I know for certain that Gil was in the Hong Kong riots. And he took part in the anti-riot force before defecting. That should give me a clue as to who he is, but so far I've only found out about one such defector, and he didn't leave Hong Kong for at least 4 years. I also know for certain that Gil was in England and France during that time frame. And it's always like that. When I think I have a clue as to who he is, something else comes up that contradicts the evidence. That guy's troublesome. A bit, yeah. I wonder if Gil's alright. You worried about him? You make it sound like I'm some emotionless robot. You can be hard to read. I wouldn't worry about Gil so much, though. There's 3 things I know for certain about him. First, he can take care of himself. Second, you can sincerely trust him. And third, he absolutely hates bell peppers. Probably has a good context. Yeah, probably. He does? I've seen him reject food that has been in contact with it. Man, what a baby. Unless he's allergic or something. He's not. Man, what a baby. How do you meet such a guy? He, showed up at the door of the bar. He what? Well, it was shortly after the whole incident with Robert and the levitation potion. Right, levitation potion. It was a slow day and he just showed up at the bar. I offered him a drink, but he said he didn't have any money on him. I couldn't leave him alone, so I pretty much gave the drink for free. And after a couple, he broke down crying. Huh? I don't know what he did, but he was really, really regretting it. He wanted a second chance or whatever, and I told him if he could watch himself, I'd find him a job. And I'll be damned, he looked totally different the next day. Damn. I tried and failed to find out anything about him, so I decided to take him at face value. I judge him from what he did as an employee. And aside from the occasional sudden escapade, he's been as loyal as loyal gets. I returned the favor in kind, covering his ass from time to time, sometimes literally. What surprises me is that you took him in so easily. I can take care of myself, and I always kept an eye on him. And besides, after the whole Robert thing, I couldn't just ignore someone that desperate so easily. I see. You've made the bar more lively yourself, you know? How so? Well, with the regulars you've earned, of course. Like that blonde titty hacker. I can't remember her name. Alma? I was gonna say Armitage. She's a nice girl, you know? I don't think she's young enough to be called a girl. Says the girl who's eternally 17. In any case, she's really lovely. When you hear her speak of her family, she speaks with such love. Her face just brightens up. It makes me kind of jealous that she has such a close relationship with them, to be honest. Nice nod to Neuromancer there. I would not have gotten that reference. You have a bad relationship with your family? Not bad. I'm just not exactly close to anyone aside from my mom, dad, and aunt. But back to Alma, I'm really hoping she finds a nice guy to settle with. I mean, she's so bent into finding one. I can't help but want her to succeed. I see. There's also that sex worker robot girl. Dorothy. She intrigues me, though. I've seen a lot of sex workers over the years, and she seems pretty giddy. DJ, thank you for the knowledge. You learn something new every day. It's not that she likes her job, but rather that she takes it with such childish excitement. I kind of noticed that too, but then again, Lilim can be weird. You think? Lilim operate in some really foreign logic. I mean, they don't really share our fear of mortality. Even if their bodies are destroyed, their minds are already backed up in a collector's source. If they lose an arm, they can reattach it or replace it. Depending on the circumstances, they may not even feel pain at all. It's not like they haven't attained human-like emotions like fear or love, but they're different. Like a different culture, if you must. I don't see it that way. aside from that, Dorothy is a DFC 72 and it's a social interactions model or something. Lilim get positive reinforcement straight from their bodies if they're fulfilling their main purpose, so I'm guessing she gets a built-in push whenever she's in a meaningful or challenging social interaction. Interesting. The name Lilim is a bit weird though. Is it? You'd expect them to be called bots or dolls, but Lilim doesn't convey the image of automatons. Just a tip, bots and dolls are considered slurs by them. Bot is akin to calling them retarded, and doll is like calling them fake. Thanks for the advice. That aside, do you know why they're called Lilim? As far as I know, they all come from a bigger AI called Lilith. And Lilim are Lilith's offspring in Jewish folklore. Oh, cool. Hey, speaking of names, why don't you like being called by your full name? I have no idea what you're talking about. Don't act stupid. Back when you first transferred, I called you Julianne and you almost tore me a new one with your glare. See? Like that. It's no big secret, it's just one of the things that feels silly when you say it out loud. Try me. Well, did you ever watch Model Warrior Julianne? Not all of it, but my little sister's a big fan of the reruns. Back when I was in elementary school, I was a huge fan of the show. I had everything, from the dolls to the costumes to the lunchboxes. It didn't help that it was one of those shows that got scrapped literally everywhere, or got strapped literally everywhere. I saw a couple of episodes once, they were really nice. It was beyond nice. The show's about a model who transforms into an armor-clad magic knight. She fights demons born from greed and vanity. How the show presents Jules hating her job because it invited enemies, and yet still found solace in trying to be a role model. Hell, the main character wasn't a kid. Julianne was an adult that became younger when transformed. I'd say it was a pretty ambitious kid show, even by today's standards. Just the fact that her enemies were literally issues dealing with beauty standards of body image. Challenging as fuck. Whoa, you got excited there. And that's the problem. Back then I was obsessed with Jules. I sang the songs, dressed like her. I could even recite full chapters. Something tells me you still can. That's besides the point. It was nice while I was in elementary school, but then I went to middle school. And what a surprise! Tweens are jackasses. They went out of their way to tease me about the things I did back then. I don't hold it against Jules. I always hold my grudge against those fuck jobs. Sounds rough. You know how most girls worry about their thighs at that age? I worried about jerkasses singing the theme tune to the show mocking me. Anyways, every time someone calls me Julianne or Jules, I instinctively react negatively. Pavlov would be proud of me. I never talk about it because I find the whole thing too silly in retrospect. And yet it affects you even today. There's nothing wrong with it. It's actually kind of reasonable. I sure hope so. Come to think of it, what kind of kid were you, boss? When I was a toddler, I was the kind that always fight with kids bigger than me. Then puberty happened, and I became the Merriam-Webster definition of shallow jerkwad. Around the time I turned 16, I realized what an idiot I was and went out to become who I am today. And the less I talk about those years from 12 to 15, the better. Fair enough. So, Joe, what kind of guy was your grandpa? He was rough around the edges, the kind of guy that means well even if he says otherwise. He seems to have a soft spot for me, though. One moment he was congratulating my dad by berating him a little, and the next he was playing with me. My dad worked a lot with my mom, and my mom was always traveling, so I spent most of my childhood with him. Can I ask how he died? Out of old age. My dad says his last words were something like, fucking scientists created talking mannequins and they still can't let you upload your brain. I have a question. I'm curious about you. Really curious. I just realized that even though we see each other almost every day, I know very little about you. Oh. From what you tell me, though, seems your grandpa's personality rubbed off on you a bit. I've heard that one since I was a kid, actually. You know, boss, I'm a bit curious about your circle of friends. What kind of people do you have in it? Keep in mind you're including this circle too, so any insults you hurl will apply right back to you. Anyways, I have this friend I've known for a long time, a redhead, glasses-wearing gun nut called Iris. The one you called for the helmet thing? That one. She's managing a BTC bar in Panama right now, if I remember correctly. She's managing a bar too. I got the idea from her, actually. It's called N1RV Anna, and if you thought this city was dangerous, you should see the people she has to deal with there. Piracy ain't nothing to fuck with. Anne means it's an annex to another business. What else does she do there? I think the bar was originally her hotel's bar. She moved the bar to its own building elsewhere and opened N1RV and B in the hotel instead. I finished my drink. Weird decision. I believe she said she wanted a place away from the noisy rich tourists that go to the hotel. So that bar is her woman cave. Woman cave. Now aside, let's see. Friends. And I guess there's also my little sister, but that's a given. Oh, there's also my old partner from when I was with the Neo San Francisco police force. Good old Lexi. Should give her a call sometime. Wait, you were in the what? I've done lots of things, Jill. I spent a short time collaborating with the police force. I've been a wrestler, an MMA fighter, chimney cleaner, lumberjack, pet shop attendant, corporate mascot. Corporate what? And I still see my friend on some websites from time to time. Or my face, rather. Anyway, aside from you, Gil, and my sis, Iris and Lexi, I guess there's a lot of people that don't want to see me in harm's way. Mostly because they're the ones that want to hurt me. What about you? I guess I have acquaintances here and there. Back at home in college, I went out a lot. But it felt more like going out was the pleasure rather than the people involved. Excuse me. Aside from you and Gil, my closest friend since moving here is Alma. Oh, and Dorothy. I mean, sure, there's always 4, but that cat's a hermit that refuses to go out. And, you know, he's a cat. Hey, a cat's fine too, you know? Hey, boss. What will you do when the bar closes? I don't know. Maybe I'll take my friend's offer of working with her. I always want to think about going home and helping things there. Or maybe going traveling for a while. I see. Oh, but don't worry, bureaucracy's slow as fuck and they won't close the bar for quite a while. Better enjoy there while you can. Yeah, maybe. Will you be visiting me in whatever bar I end up working in? And I have a bone to pick with the guy that supervises the bar I'm planning to get you transferred to. I go there even though I have virtually no reason to. With you there, I'll have something pleasant to look forward to. You sending me to someone you have problems with? If I have to trust another bar owner, it's certainly him. He's actually a pleasant boss from what I've seen. The fact that he and I have a tendency to go at each other's throats is an unrelated matter. I'll trust you on that one then. Don't worry, maybe I can get you a bracelet made out of wood pieces from the bar's counter or something. We'll see. Hey, I'll tell you what. When the bar closes, let's both take a vacation. Go on a trip. That'll clear your mind a bit. Yeah, Yeah, maybe. Chapter 2, did it? We'll go for another 30 minutes, I think. Your electricity was sent out till the 24th. 8,000? Am I gonna be able to afford my electricity if I get that Daruma? How much is it? How much is the Daruma? Here. Maybe it was there. I shouldn't have bought the paper lantern. Go away! Correct Daruma, there it is. 450. What does it mean when Jill becomes distracted? If you serve all drinks big, you get some additional dosh. That might help. What does it mean when Jill gets distracted at work? Like, how does that affect me? For now, I'm gonna look at my phone. Yes. What's this? Danger You. Hollow Bank is getting attacked too. Media's still awfully quiet about it. Augmented Eye talked about it, but very briefly. Maybe someone lost their job due to one rogue article. It was from Kim. She's always trying to write serious shit, but I think AE got tired of her. Fucking shame. So all we'll get is clickbait from now on. If Jill is distracted, the text box will not show what customers wanted when you are in the drink menu, which means you as a player have to use your brain and remember. That's not that hard. Wait, is that it? I thought it was gonna be something serious. That's not that hard. Except for when they order that really complicated shit. Like, that one redhead who's friends with Say. Like, she just wouldn't tell me what she wanted. That one would be difficult, but... Anyway. So at the very least, White Knight says there's a lot of people inside the building. At least 3 people have already died. How? Is there someone shooting people? Sounds like security from the building, but they got no details yet. Sounds weird as fuck. Come on, Insider. Anon, you gotta give us more. Doing my best here. Based Anon. The cat pooping. Explosion registered and media is still quiet about it. Can confirm there's an explosion, but it looks like it was just one of them. Is there more bombs? Not just one? That's right. I don't have any clues doing this. I'm hearing from several sources that this is a group, a new one, looking to overthrow the government. No names have been mentioned. It looks like it's not a group, but just one person who set all of this up. That's pretty ballsy. And this is just a rumor around here, but Alice Rabbit might be involved. How? Hackers helping out hostages to escape, and they're suspecting of Alice. Someone doing stupid shit on the internet is actually being useful. Good on getting the hostages out. I hope Stay is safe. Guys, chat, I have a question for you. Would you stick around to watch me eat an entire jar of maraschino cherries? Would you do that for me? Because I have a jar. And it has maraschino cherries in it. And I was thinking, how funny would it be? An entire jar of maraschino cherries. They're basically like fake cherries. They put them in drinks, like Shirley Temples and Roy Rogers and stuff. They're just like water cherries. But I was thinking about it. Oh, those that get put on a pick like olives. Yeah. Can confirm the situation finally reached its end. The attacker was shot dead, but a huge amount of data was released from servers all around the world. Remember the leaks from Alice? Those were nothing compared to this. Proof of corruption, money laundering, espionage. It's actually pretty unsettling. The file is available for approximately 60,000 sources. Terabytes that contain all operations from Glitch City government and White Knight operations. It seems the ultimate goal from the attacker was not to blow up the bank, but lead hostages towards the servers inside the bank, which has had the files under several layers of physical security. I'd watch you eat anything. Damn, that's crazy, DJ. That's crazy. This just sounds whack. How do you even make a plan this complex? No idea, but that's what some of the witnesses are telling the police. Okay, looks like I have to leave, but I'll try to write down all the details for a future post. Gonna need some time, though. Godspeed, Anon. Thanks. Wow. The bank thing is still going on, isn't it? It looks like that it just finished. I hope it has. Either that or it's... There's still hostages in there, but yeah. The bank thing's still going on. January 4th card. Oh, this is wrestling. Blood feud between Giant Yusuke and 6'6" American Kid will reach its climax this January 4th in the annual GSF event. Dome event. It's not the only match of the night. Other interesting bouts feature great works such as the Great DK Donkey Kong and Oran's full card below. Isn't Sei still strapped in there? Yeah, so I hope it's all done and she's okay. Stella would have said something. Yeah, that's true. Akito versus the Great DK. Nano Camo is now making smart underwear. Did not. This conversation's so funny. If underwear you can change with a voice command was something you really wanted in your life, Nano Camo has you covered. Already providing consumer versions of their advanced nano machine fabric, they plan to release a line of underwear that can change its look with a spoken word. No more stains in your white panties. Just change its color to black and you will barely notice. That won't change the smell though. They're not that advanced. We expect an increase in sales next year thanks to this innovative product. I'm already using them. Super comfy if you ask me. Oh my god. Danger Use admin has been arrested? Again? December 17th. Poor guy. Famous hacker Alice Rabbit graced the popular text board Danger U with a new threat, which resulted in the arrest of the site's admin, known as Furfur, for a second time. We have no details to give other than that he was arrested as part of an ongoing investigation, Cybercrime Unit's Lizette Blanc told the Augmented Eye during the call. We are now busy tracking down the message that appeared yesterday. When inquired about the arrest, Furfur would only respond with a calm, "Not this shit again." Yeah. Ma'am, I have to double the drinks now. Because I really want to get this last... I want to see what this is. Rad. It's so ominous. But now I need to afford electricity. So life sucks. Safe. Oh, we still need to buy the Daruma or not. Let's... I'm highly considering not buying the Daruma. I'm nervous about electricity. It's $450. Why is everything so expensive? Hold on. You guys get can opening ASMR. Hold on. There you go. I'll just make the drinks big. Oh. Alright. Let's double save. Just to be safe. and then go to work. 19th. Good evening. Gil? He's back. How pleasant. How the hell did you get in? I have a copy of the key, remember? Wait, that's how you guys greet me after so many days? I never doubted you'd be fine. If anything, I'd have to cut your paycheck for leaving for so many days without notice. See, Joe? He'll be here on Monday like nothing ever happened. Wait, why does he have a copy of the key and I don't? The need for you having a key never arose. True. Anyway, glad you're fine, Gil. Thanks, I guess. What, are you gonna make me wash the bathrooms again? Not today. Listen, I don't know who the hell you really are or what's trying to come back to bite you in the ass. But remember, there are people that actually care about you. Don't just leave like you did. Especially after all hell broke loose. At least give us a sign that you're still alive. So you were worried. Isn't that normal? When it comes to you, I don't know. Shut up. She's right though. You shouldn't make ladies worry so much. Check if the cats didn't move the internet antenna, would you? Fine, fine. Hey boss, why did you leave the hoodie at my place? Because it's yours? What do you mean? Cup ramen is $59.99? That's insane! The future sucks. But I told you you could keep it. Sorry, I couldn't find it in myself to take it. Why? Partly because I didn't feel right taking it. But mostly because I thought you'd look totally cute with it. I see. Don't think I'm rejecting a gift of yours. It's just preserving cuteness is one of my principles. Right. Are you still worried about the whole bar closure thing? Of course I am. Not like I can't work because of it, but, you know, all we can do is enjoy whatever time we have left here as best we can. Yeah. So, cheer up. Clients smell sadness and fear, and we don't want that. I'll go to my office. Okay. Antenna's fine. Did I miss anything? Not really, no. Anyway, let's start the day. Start the day. What are all these hidden songs? Isn't this the song from the girl? Ooh. This kind of fucks. Anyway, let's get ready. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Oh yeah, Gil? I just got a message that said welcome to the chat room, which is very concerning. And by OBS, I hope you guys are all still here. Glad to see you're fine. I mean it. Thanks. Who is this? Excuse me, I'm looking for Dana Zane. May I have your name? Tell her it's Brian. Just a sec. Boss! Some Brian guy is looking for you. Tell him I'll be there in a bit. She'll, you heard her. It's alright, I'll wait. It's weird for someone to come asking for her, though. It's not so weird when you're BTC's regional manager in these parts. Yeah, I guess that's... I guess I didn't give you the best first impression. Don't worry, I know who I'm dealing with. I'm not a fan of people treating me too nicely because of my position anyway. Dana is stuck in something again for sure. Handle me like I'm just another client. Alright, I can do that. What can I get you, Mr. Brian? Let's go with the basics. A sugar rush, please. Coming right up. What's a sugar rush? Why does this vase smell like bacon? Okay, so if I want extra money, I have to make it big, right? Am I gonna get in trouble for making him a big drink? This is super easy. I could get him smashed. No, I won't get in trouble? Okay. What if I got him absolutely hammered? I'll give him 4. I'll give him 4. I won't go too hard. All mixed. Ah, I'm so good at the game. It's crazy. Ah. Yeah, this one's nice. Back in training, they made a big deal out of sugar rushes. Why? They're like the fried eggs of mixing drinks. They're the most basic thing, but people can still mess them up. You got more money than 150. Yeah, I did. If you can't even do that, your future as a bartender is not bright. They never told me that. You're Jill, right? Yep, that's me. Dennis talked quite a bit about you. Really? And I guess you must have a few questions for me, am I right? Mostly concerning the closure warning Valhalla got. Can you disclose any information? I shouldn't, but you have the right to know. Thanks. Don't mention it. Now, where to start? You saw the news on the information leaked during the Apollo Trust Bank incident, right? About the White Knights having lots of members from criminal organizations in their ranks? Turns out the White Knights weren't the only ones with shady people. Some of those same folks have been trying to elude legal problems using BTC certified bars. The BTC bars have their own protocols, meaning the White Knights can't dig too deeply. At least not without going through a ton of paperwork first, giving the criminals time to cover the tracks. Although it takes a bit of time to set up, it apparently has proven an effective method for money laundering. Where does Valhalla come in? Young bars are the ones under the radar right now, and the modest to low-income ones are the primary suspects. It's not just Valhalla. Any small bar with a small income is being investigated heavily right now. So the closure notice is due to low sales. Among the reasons a bar can get axed, low sales is the rarest one. If low sales were a problem, lots of bars would be closed every year. We'll find out soon enough, huh? Sorry? Oh, nothing. Don't mind me. Seems your guess was spot on, Gil. If it helps, I'm doing my best to appeal in your place. Really? Why? Most of Glitch City's bars are a pain in the ass. They constantly give reports of chemical damage or shady drinks. This is one of the few places from which I almost never receive complaints. The closest thing to a recent complaint was the whole Farmer Fabrics affair from a little while ago. So much saliva. I wouldn't get my hopes up though. Especially since the BTC will try and save face by axing as many suspected as possible. Knowing you're making an effort is enough. Thanks. Can I get you anything else? Now that I remember, the recipe book has a drink created here, right? Oh yeah, the suplex. Give me one of those, please. Sure. The suplex. Now I have to make it big. A perfect amount to make big. And mixed, okay. Here. The registry form said that it was an accident while making a pile driver. You can ask the creator of the drink just over there. Huh, so you're Robert. Yes, that's my name. I'm Robert, the one and only. Jill called you Gil, though. Oh, it's an Argentinian slang. Robert here is from Argentina, so we call him Gil. I see. Sorry, Brian. I was sorting some stuff at the office. Please come in. I'll be right there. Any other questions, Jill? Not really, no. Although, yeah? If you were to evaluate my performance right now, how would you rate me? Clean and timely delivery of the correct orders. A top-notch bartender. Thanks. Now if you'll excuse me. I'm surprised you haven't met him before. I received my training in another city. The regional supervisor there was some girl with a red mohawk. I see. I wonder what boss will talk to Brian about. Jill, was it? I don't remember her voice either. Oh. Miss Stella, what a pleasure. Are you okay? Yeah, just call me Stella. And get me a big beer, please. Sure, on it. She wants a big one. Two, 1, 2, 1, 2, 4, 2, 4, 8. All mixed. Are you sure you're fine? No say, right? Of course, what's up with her? She was at the Apollo Trust Bank during the whole affair and... Oh. Right, that. So, she didn't show up on the list of the massive body count in the aftermath, so... I was hoping that maybe you'd seen her. As much as I'd love to say that I had... Yeah, I figured as much. Man, the air is suddenly a lot heavier. I mean, I could tell her everything will be alright, but that would sound a bit condescending. What does one do in this kind of situation? Maybe a joke? Nah, that'd be tasteless. Okay, just try and say anything. At the very least, you'll break the tension. Maybe distracting her will be enough. I don't think clearly when under this kind of pressure, do I? There was a private eye here the other day. Eye? Sorry, I'm a bit on edge. A private detective, I take it. Yeah, maybe you'll want his services? What's his name? I believe it was Van Delay. No, that art guy. Yeah, I actually hired him yesterday to look for rather. So you still have hope? I'm somewhere between bargaining and depression right now. I'm afraid to let go of bargaining. I see. Is he any good? He doesn't look like it, but he's quite skilled at gathering intel. I believe he'll give me answers about whatever they might be. Sometimes I wish I had a magic wand so I could solve all my problems with a swing, you know? Sorry if I'm making you uncomfortable. Oh, sorry, no. It's not about feeling uncomfortable. It's just weird. I usually try to say something to my clients when I see them down. And right now, I can't find any words that don't sound hypocritical, useless, or tasteless. I'm glad to know you have that much common sense, at least. All I can do is get you drinks. Can I get you anything else? Something sweet. That'll help me calm down a bit. Gladly. Something sweet to calm her down. Sweet. The piano woman. I don't think we can make that one big is the problem. So, I don't know. Freckle-style. This one would be easy. Hold on. 70? Not that one. On the rocks. One powder delta. 6. That's 10. All together. Can make it big. Six. Yep, that's correct. And blended. Here. Thanks. Seems you really like Say. I don't have brothers or sisters, and my social interactions are usually strictly business. So Say's more than a friend to me. She's... Sorry I brought up that topic at a bad time. Don't worry about it. As I was saying, she's more than a friend. She's my emotional support. She's someone I can trust wholeheartedly. I'd say she's like my sister, but siblings usually lack that level of trust. I have to deal with high-class pricks of every race and upbringing on a daily basis. They use a business mask to hide anything they don't want others to know, and I do the same. But with Say, I can be myself. I can do whatever I want and vent all my frustrations. She's always been there for me, and now she might need me. But here I am, sitting in a bar, making other people do that job because I'm a useless pile of trash. Or flesh, rather. Same thing. Say's a tank, she is. Sorry about that outburst. I'm actually kind of jealous of the level of self-control you're using here. I mean, I'd be a mess in that situation. Still, would you like some fresh air? I'm gonna take my break and you could use some. Well, for a given value of flesh. Or fresh. I'm mixing up my words. She tanks Stella's trouble. Oh wait, I like... Hi, Smallest. Welcome in. I'm glad you made it to our realm. How you doing? I'm fine, thanks. Okay then. Gil, please serve Miss Stella while I take my break. Sure, leave it to me. We did it. We made it to break. We'll probably end at the end of the day. I know I said 30 minutes, and it's been 30 minutes, but I don't like to leave in the middle of the day. Which is unlike my work ethic. I love leaving in the middle of the day. The problem is, I start work in the middle of the day, so, you know. Just getting ready for you. How are you? I'm doing much better. I love Wednesdays. Wednesdays are chill, you know? Anyway. It's now safe to keep playing. God damn, is it chilly outside. Oh, ready for work. That makes a lot more sense, Smallest. I hope you have a good day at work. I'm back. Huh? It's 6:20. Brain ain't with me. That's insane. 6:20. It's only 2:20 for me. Yeah. What would a kid like you know about that, huh? I'm just giving you the facts as they are. What happened while I was gone? Let's see. Detective guy came in. Cat Boomer girl greets him. They start talking. Everything was okay until the girl mentions Zaibatsu Corp offhand. After that, the guy got riled up and started bad-mouthing it. Oddly enough, he was the only one. She just carried on like it was just a normal conversation. Oh, so it's -3, so please send out... It's chilly over there. Smallest, Godspeed. Goodness gracious, stay warm. And if you can't stay warm, well, I'm here for you. While I don't deny Zaibatsu Corp is anything but innocent, when you get down to it, it has enhanced the quality of life here. Yeah, by enhancing you mean getting yanked around by a shiny new chain around our necks. Can't you see that those big companies don't care about us? Why do you think Glitch City is mockingly called the guinea pig of the world? We're just one big test group for them to use however they want. But then again, I don't expect a kid to understand how hard it was, let alone a rich kid. True, I don't know. And true, I have a privilege that clouds my judgments. But can you deny that the meddling of Zaibatsu Corps has brought quite a few benefits? I will be off. I hope you have a wonderful day and an excellent stream. Of course, Smallest. I appreciate you stopping by for as long as you did. Have a great day at work, okay? Like what? The AI integration program they started is making huge advances in the AI department. Every day, more and more countries are seeing the benefits of recognizing AIs as citizens. Yes, but we also hold the AI reformation program. Stella is hot. I hope I can do her justice, Dimbard. The age-old debate about megacorps may be evil, but they are also good, don't they? Yeah, seems that's always a debate in any game. About society. Meaning that we're also the world's Lilim prison. AI went rogue, transfer it to a delivery drone or ship it to the Glitch City. That murderer is now delivering your pizza. Fair point, although that program has proven to have reformed many AIs. They don't brag about their 88% success rate for nothing. The city also has a stronger economy. Zaibatsu Corps' success has also made more and more companies bring their products here. And the gap between classes continues to grow. More companies just mean more people who will plant their feet on your face. But it also means more products are being brought to the lower class. Opens behind me as I walk through. Alright, where will this lead, huh? Why do I hear boss music? Smallest. God bless. Good luck. Godspeed. Stores have 20% more brand variety compared to last year. Zaibatsu Corps' main medical research branch also has made lots of discoveries. More and more illnesses, previously thought incurable, are being addressed every day. It's amazing for those who can afford them. Meanwhile, down here, we're experiencing medicine shortages almost every month. You have a point there. Oh, but there are also more jobs. All of the companies coming down here need personnel. So the unemployment rate has gone down by almost 40% this year. More jobs? Shut up. Am I wrong? Well, that's... Hey, you, don't just sit there. Give me a Zen Star. Sure. For the sore baby. Zen Star. 4 of each ingredient. All on the rocks and mixed. It's a big drink. They all have 4. Mixed. Zen star. Hold on. My voice is going out a little bit. Here. God, this is awful. It's your order, though. I seriously hope you don't really believe everything you just said. Of course I do. Why else would I say it? You do bring up something I always fail to remember. All the benefits we've gained over time are limited to a few. I can talk about advances all I want, but in the end they're still a luxury belonging only to a few. And even those that can be accessed by everyone is more like an improvement in the bigger picture. That doesn't take away the fact that there have been positive changes. Credit where credit's due, don't you think? That's a pretty mature answer. Discussions are always for 2 parties to understand each other. The only people afraid of discussion are those whose points are too fragile to defend against someone. Yeah, mature, whatever. I'm gonna take the chance to ask you about the job I gave you yesterday. I haven't been able to find much, but I can at least tell you that she wasn't at the bank when it opened up. What does that mean? Either she left before the whole ordeal started, or she managed to escape at some point before the whole thing ended. All the corpses are accounted for. They only found one totally disfigured, but witnesses identified it. It wasn't your friend, that much is for sure. I see. Did you call him here? No, he just happened to come here today. The weird part is that the girl did enter the bank. It's like she vanished or something. I see. Thanks. Keep it up. Your face brightened a bit. Hope is the last thing you lose, I guess. If he's telling the truth, say might have found a way out. She's being a resourceful girl. She surely did something. I think I'll have another drink. Do you want anything? Me? Oh. Just give me whatever you order. 2 bad touches, please. On it. Better make it before I laugh too hard. Bad touches. Can I make them both big? 2, 3, 4. Yes, I can. I need money. On the rocks, mix. Bad touch. Did you know that is a cute being who deserves all the oh, Dimbar, thank you. I don't have a head pat redeem, so you can't do that. But I do have an emote regarding it. On the rocks, mixed. Yeah, that emote. Bad touch. They're both ready. I remember this one party I went to. The guy that came up with the name of this drink showed up. After people found that one out, they lined up to slap him for whatever reason. Rolling in the dough, for real. I know I want to have the head pat emote, but my sub ran out to... No! Dimbar, that's so sad. I'm sorry that happened. They didn't seem offended to me, though. Imagine a guy shows up and tell you, I made a classy bad touch. Wouldn't you line up to slap him? You okay, Jill? I'm... What if you had a duck pat emote? Oh, I never thought of that. I have like 2 duck cradling emotes, but I never thought of that. I don't want to renew it because I do not have a job. Oh, that's okay, Dimbar. Don't feel pressured ever to do that. If you don't have the financial means, I don't want you to spend your money, you know? Now that I think about it, did you find that girl you were looking for a week ago, Mr. Vondelay? Turns out she was at the Apollo Trust Bank all that time. No wonder I couldn't get in touch with her. That's untrue, girl. Someone paid me to look for Crimson Rose, and she happened to be at the... What? I'm trying to avoid mentioning that a dangerous assassin got stuck in the same bank as the girl you're looking for. Oh, don't worry. Besides, the last thing I'm worried about with Sei is people. Why is that? Her attitude is usually so laid back and gentle that she has no problem getting people on her side. And on the off chance that she has to defend herself, well, I once saw her take care of a warbot gone haywire by herself. She did need medical help afterwards, but she recovered in no time and managed to take care of the bots. Isn't that a slur? No, that's only for Lilims. Never mind. Is she really that good? She's not only really physically fit, but she's also really good with Krav Maga and... Something wrong? No, nothing. I just realized I forgot about all that. Sei's not invincible, but she knows how to take care of herself. And like I said, she's resourceful. She surely found a way out. Seems like Stella has a crush. I know, that's what I'm saying. Ain't no way she doesn't like Sei. I just hope she's well wherever the hell she is. But then again, if you've seen Sei, you'd have a crush on her too. She owes me an ice cream. You want another drink, Mr. Vandelay? It's on me. Are you sure? Yeah, order away. Okay then, I'll have a piano man. And you, Miss Stella? I'm fine. Get his order. One piano man. This one was super easy. I did not need to buy that Daruma. Piano man. Two, 3, 5, 5, 3. Okay. On the rocks. Mixed. Piano man. I don't think I could have made it big, so I did what I could. And that's when he passes out drunk. That's the plan! Here. So this is what drinking something classy without worrying about the price feels like. Alright, I should get going. My contact will arrive at the rendezvous point. I'll let you know if I find out anything else, Miss Hoshi. Please do. Alright then. You've been generous today. He made my night with his discoveries on Sei's situation. Order drink and doesn't drink it. He had at least one sip. I'm not totally over it, but at least I got distracted for a bit. Well, that's good for me. Good night, Miss Hoshi. Thanks again. Please come again. You don't mind if I stay a bit longer, right? Why would I? It's not like you're asleep. Thanks. This place is soothing. That distraction was $350. You know how it be. I'll just go sit over there near the arcades. Alright then, that would be all, Dana. Quite a mess, the situation with, Robert. Brian, you have a meeting in an hour with MIC Halsey? MI6 Halsey. Right. Oh, if it isn't Miss Hoshi herself. No, Brian. Fancy meeting you here. I didn't expect to see you here, of all places. Are you busy? Mind catching up for a bit? Sure, no problem. Joe will be sitting over here. Let me know if you need anything. Will do. The telephone is an old model, so hanging up is a bit laggy. You can call me Cass, by the way. I'm Joe. Gaming, hell yeah, my kind of girl. Say, you guys give a lot of liberties to my boss. I mean, she gets away with too much stuff. She's not hurting anyone, and wouldn't you say it's more interesting that way? It finally hung up. Whew.
1 hour later.
That's what it felt like. Thank you for the redeem. Whew, it's been quite a day. At least the streets are calm today. I have... I did again at the... Oh god. At the Majestic Hall of Heroes. Calm until now. Oh, it's this guy. I hate this guy. Cynthia! Look at him!
Order! Bailiff, smack his nuts!
No! Who do you think you are? You can't do this to me!
That always gets me. It always gets me. Well, welcome in. I'm glad you're around. How's your Wednesday been? We meet again. Fun. What movie? Yeah, what movie did you watch? You look winded, Virgilio. It's pronounced Virgilio. No, I'm pretty sure it's Virgilio. You said that much last time you came. I hate Virgilio. Damn. We're watching the first Rambo movie. Oh, really? That's crazy. Pronunciations are a silly thing society imposes on letters. They want to be free. They want to be pronounced however they want. You look winded, Virgilio. We are all little toys winded by the cruel hand of fate. Remember when Stallone was pure muscle? Damn. Remember the good old days? Just stumbling until it decided not to wind us anymore. And yet, you're the only one in the vicinity hyperventilating. I was jogging. Dressed like that? Pronunciation is for smart people. I'm not smart. I can jog however I want. Yes, you can. What can I get you? Something fake. Of course. Fake, huh? I think I have an idea. Wasn't this one really bad? Hold on. This gut punch. No, the Grizzly Temple is also sucks. We could get him that. It's supposed to mean a punch made of innards, but it means actually describe how you feel while drinking it. I want to give him something that hurts. I want to give him something that hurts. Six. I'm gonna make it big. It's all aged. 5. Give him indigestion. And it says optional Carmetrine, so let's give him the 17 ingredients he wanted so bad. Mixed. All aged. We have aging on. Right? Yes, we do. Okay. Gut punch. Enjoy! Here you go. And why is this fake? It's not a real gut punch, no matter how you interpret that phrase. Brilliant. Something fake, but Alma's poops are not in the bar. DJ, don't be mean to Alma. That's my friend. Say, Virgilio, where do you work? I take the noble duty of curator at the Steampunk Museum. Really? What do you do? I study everything that comes and keep it clean for the people that visit the premises. Oh, so you're a janitor. But lately my duties have been hindered by the museum's owner. Really? Weebs are always great. They are, so true. As a boob haver, I would know. Yeah, he told me, stop touching the exhibits, you're going to break them. The nerve of some people. Huh? He still fails to realize that I'm the curator there. Without me, all those machines would get rustier than they already are. Even the visitors that are that I'm the one get... Even the visitors get that I'm the one responsible for those. Why can't the owner realize that too? Yeah, luckily boobs are natural stress relievers. I just squeezed the little dumpling stress reliever I have personally. It's very nice. It comes in a little dumpling container. It's really cute. Oh, and I also recently got one with strawberry milk. Hold on, I got that just yesterday. It's cute. That sounds adorable. If I find the dumpling one, I'll send pictures of my stress relief toys after stream. We'll end after this day anyway. But I'll send pictures. It's super cute. Yes, please, absolutely. I'll do that. I bet he treats you like a janitor or something like that. Exactly. A hydrate and a quack. Are those toys for... It is not, DJ. Hold on. Thank you for the quack. And the hydrate. I have my water here. Big sip, just for you. Thank you for the hydrate, Z. I appreciate it. I need it. We've been reading for 2.5 hours. It's a quack and hydrate. You're crazy. Thank you, Z, for stopping. How's your day? Did I ask you how? Yeah, you had that movie with your mom. Ugh. Okay then, time for your next challenge, bartender. Challenge, he says. I want purity. He wants purity. I can't give him pure ingredients. So, what, like, you better hydrate. Yeah, Z, you better hydrate too. Purity. What drinks does he want that's pure? I could give him a feminine drink, I guess. Or, like, girly? No, like... Haha, I get you. I always ask people other days and then I forget I asked. Yeah, I mean, I have a pretty poor memory anyway. But streaming especially is just not very good. What juice you drinking, Z? Hamster brain, it's true. Sorry, I'm squeezing my... What does he want? That's pure. What would be pure? It's peach and mango. That sounds like it fucks. Oh my god, I'm jealous. Classic drinks. Frothy water isn't very pure sounding. PG rated shows. Hold on. What is this? This one was expensive. Fringe Weaver. Let's get... I don't know what he wants. I'm gonna lose my flawless bonus again. My favorite is banana and strawberry is an amazing combo. I like it most in ice cream. Okay, let's get this guy fucked up. And then we'll do it again. It's all night aged. I just wanted to give him an expensive drink so that I could afford electricity. You like to pour your banana strawberry juice on ice cream? I don't do that. I don't think I've had strawberry banana juice. I've mostly just had ice cream that was strawberry and banana flavored. Fun fact, I think I've told this story before, but one time, after a long time, I think it was back when I was in college, freshman year, I went back to my hometown, and I went to a pizza place who at the time, they served soft serve ice cream. They don't do it anymore, and I asked for a banana strawberry shake, and I got one, and it was so good, I cried. I cried in the pizza place, because the shake was it was so good. And I'd been away for so long, you know? I don't know, something about it. I want that shake now. It was really good. I'm so sad they don't serve it anymore. They don't serve ice cream anymore. Well, they have like hard ice cream, not soft serve. Anyway, serve this shit. How is this? Here. It's a drink. It's free from any human sin. It can do no harm consciously. There's an anime about some guy that makes people have emotional breakdowns with his awesome cooking skills. That's amazing. There's a place called Convention Grill in my hometown that has the same effect on me today. It's so good. Oh, damn. Nice. Beautiful. Hey, you. The guy over there. Me? Yes, you. Have we met before? Can't remember. Maybe? Yes, I think... No. We haven't met ever at all. That's an interesting reaction. No, Jill, I'll be taking my leave now. Be careful out there. Thanks. Huh? Excuse me, have we met somewhere before? That face, that eye. What about my eye, punk? We haven't met ever at all. No, never, ever. Good talking to you, bartender. Did you just scare off a client? Intimidated by Gil's John face, for real. Apparently. Well, I'm off. Thanks for everything. Don't mention it. Are we done for the day? Yep, quite a few clients considering the whole situation. Oh shit, that Virgilio guy. So you two have actually met before? Yeah, you could say that. What? Gil stuff. Don't mind it. What were you talking about to Brian? Well, we were mostly catching up, to be honest. I hadn't seen him in a while. I offered him a drink when we met last week. I talked about what to do after the bar closes. Oh, and I tried to, explain the situation with Robert here. Jill, why did you brush that off? I want to know more. Right! I would not pass up a chance to know more about Gil. Or Robert, I guess, in this situation. He agreed to help me out with that one when the time comes. Huh. Oh. I was also tuning up the details for the new employee. New employee? A part-timer. You'll meet him tomorrow. Oh. Him? So it's a guy? An adorable guy, if I say so myself. You suddenly have deja vu. You alright, Joe? Yeah. It must be nothing. Ryan told me to give you the $500! Got a flawless service bonus. We hate Virgilio in this household. Commission 30%. Hell yeah. We got lots of tips today. Damn, okay. We're getting closer to the... On the 24th. We have time. 4 days to make $8,000. Oh my god. Let's read the news, and then we'll call it quits for the day. Okay, this is the new one. No, wait, no, it's not. I think I'll get a pair just to see what kind of skin I can use with them. They will nickel and dime with the DLC. There's no way to use the skin you want. It's going to get cracked day one. Maybe I don't think it'll be that fast. Yeah, I think I'll just wait until it's modded for custom skins. I thought the nanomachine fabric was bad for your health. No, it's just a meme. My walls are made of that thing and I'm alright. Are the walls hacked yet? I'm going to marry Hamilton? We now have underwear that can change its looks. Don't you just love the future? I would if they weren't such a bunch of assholes with their business practices. Then don't buy the underwear. I won't. That's that then. Good news, everyone! I might get a new AC. Nice! Damn, Bart, that's awesome to hear. EKDV 186 gets a historic update. Weapon enthusiasts are freaking out right now over a firmware update that Mechas Heavy Industries is releasing for its EKDV 186 line of assault rifles. Full compatibility with Nano Camo has announced, allowing civilian models of this weapon to use nano camouflage and the option to customize their looks for free with the help of the Nano Camo app. Oh, okay. And thanks to this flexibility, we can now sneak past the enemies using the environment to our favor. Our equipment is basically invisible with I don't know how I feel about that. I love the slut shirt. I love it too. It's my favorite. Township announces 64 announced. New waifu machine? Sukeban Soft just unveiled a new line of personal computers for the anime enthusiast market. This is after several attempts at appealing to a broader audience with the Uranus game console. Launch games have been announced as well. They include popular franchises like Monster Girl RPG, Monster Girlfriend, and Monster Companion. I wonder what kind of people they're trying to draw in. Salt Lake City, Utah shirt, I see. We're going for the weeb audience, says Korean 51, a Sukeban Soft janitor. What's dignity anymore? That's hilarious. Men prefer Christmas cakes. For the longest time, the term Christmas cake referred to women aged 26 or above who are regarded as undesirable, just like a Christmas cake that ceases being useful after December 25th, but men around Glitch City developed a sweet tooth. Who doesn't like a mature woman? Todd 19 told the Augmented Eye they have all the necessary experience already, and plus, I'm so tired of spoiled, immature girls doing stupid shit. I say bring on the hot office ladies. Jill, 27, is confused. Christmas what? Is that like the opposite of beefcake? After discovering the real meaning, she launched into an hour-long rant. I'll let you know pencil skirts are the best. But I'm Jill, and I'm 27. I don't remember giving my statement on that. Dream person. Every now and then I wonder if I'll ever meet a significant other. All the stimuli from being born just 3 years ago and directly being thrown into the wonderful disaster that is the idol industry makes me think of all the things I'm missing. Accidental love, lost love, and even the gentle touch of another person. I feel like I'm in this bubble that won't let me catch all possible feelings, and my senses get tired of the same environment. I want to meet new people, places, because even though I have a large bank of knowledge, I've never experimented with what most consider normal. But you already know that from my songs. Suddenly have an urge to hug her. Aww. Well, we did it. We don't have to buy anything. Save. So we're good to end stream. I'm yawning. Hold on. Let me go take a picture of my stress relief toys while we're in stream. Special content for you guys. They're so cute. I love them. There. No, not allowed to end stream. Oh, so. Is that so? You feel the urge to continue playing. They're not as cute as you, though. You wouldn't know. You've never seen these. These are pretty cute. I don't know. There's some competition there. Let me see. What should I post it in? Show and tell. But I can't keep playing this game because my voice is going out. So It's about that time anyway, you know. You know how it is. We can chat if you guys want. I'm down for chatting, but there's not much to talk about, you know. I'm very bad at holding a conversation, as it were. I don't mind chatting. Well, we're here and we're chatting. But I never actually the strawberry milk stress toy I got it yesterday. Or if you like Monster Hunter Rise, we could do that. I'm just not very good at Monster Hunter Rise. Next movie night when? We'd have to think of a movie to watch. We could I really want to watch Willy's Wonderland, actually. It's an older one. You're amazing at Rise. I'm a hunting horn player. I'm not that good. But I suggest a classic Weekend at Bernie's. I'm the one who kept dying. Yeah, back in the day, I was the one that kept dying. Let me look at the other music. But anyway, like I was saying, Willy's Wonderland is getting a game recently. It's kind of like how Killer Clowns from Outer Space got a game, and so now I saw Willy's Wonderland is getting a game. It's on Steam. I have it in my wish list. Do you have any art projects you're working on? I don't actually. I think my iPad is basically dead. I haven't been charging it. Let me see. It's at 1%. It's at 1%! I'm gonna... Hold on, guys. Let me try to get this thing to a charger. The problem is that my charger is behind my dress, and my dress is a pain in the ass to move. So I've been holding off on charging it, and now it's at 1%. And who do I have to blame? No one but myself. I don't have an exclamation word. Shame. Bring out the... As soon as I come back to my desk, I'll bring out the duck, I promise. If I'm talking loud, I apologize. I'm away from my desk. I'm okay. I wish I could see that. Okay. Let's see what we can do. It's not be too hard. You say that, and yet... Turn it around. Hold on. Easy. Easy plug-in. Hold on. That was easy. I was dreading that the entire time. Turns out it was easy. Hold Okay. Well, now it's not even connecting. Which is kind of a big deal. Hold on. Let me bring out the duck real quick. Duck. Duck time. Make me duck. Change. Oh, I won't change at all. That's weird. That's weird. Change. It won't change. I guess I'll refund you your points. It won't change at all. That's crazy. Let me see if I open it in a new tab. That'll help. Oh, it's claiming I'm not logged in even though I'm using it right now. Classic. Classic Fugitech. There you go. There's the duck. Alright, let me start it for 5 minutes. That's the calendar, not the clock. What? You're not logged in. I am, though. That's the problem. Anyway, let me see if I can't get this stupid iPad to start charging. Because it's definitely plugged in. Nuh-uh. What the fuck you mean, nuh-uh? Z? Ugh. My pigtails just smacked the fucking shelf. Okay, come on. That's plugged in. Ah! Maybe that will do it. Oh yeah. It's charging now. We're in business. That took a whole thing. Guys, I'm so slay right now. It's insane. Since I started work, I haven't really been taking care of myself. It's like an issue. But it's like, who cares, right? Only a bunch of old people and my coworkers are gonna see me. So as long as I'm like showered, it doesn't really matter. And so I hadn't been taking care of myself. But yesterday, I had a really bad work week. It was not good. So yesterday, I took it as a recovery day. And I showered, and I did the whole 9 yards. I like had this thing I used before my shampoo and conditioner. I used that for the first time in ages. And that felt nice, and the hair mask and the face mask. And I shaved for the first time in a very long time. It was very nice. I forgot how nice it is to just be clean, you know, for yourself. Be nice. And then I got this really cute crop top as well. It's super cute. And it's like black, and then like the design is all outlined in red. So it's black and red. Already very slay. And I wear plaid pants with it. It's pajama pants. And I'm just super slay. I'm super slay right now. It's crazy. And then sometimes I wear my bathrobe. So it's like the white robe. And it feels very comfy. I feel bougie, you know? It's nice. I missed it. I missed it a lot. But, anyway. Now that my iPad is charging, hold on. Okay. I finally remembered my password. It's been so long since I've been on my iPod, I forgot my password. Let me see, what was my last project? It's outlining something from a friend. It's nothing there. Oh yeah, I was aiming to do that. Well, nothing serious that can be shown. But you know what? In honor of Wild's coming out, I really want to commission the PNG tour of my basic look in Monster Hunter, you know, with like the Sonic jacket and stuff. I think that'd be a really cute PNG tour. The only problem is there's just no space in my Discord, in my reactive. Fugitech, you get like... well, there's like 7 spaces here. But I hear when you get premium, you can get reactive premium, and it gives you like 32. That's insane. 32. That would be enough for my PNG tubers. I have a lot. I have a lot of PNG tubers, so it's pretty nice. I wouldn't. I'm still on the fence about getting it, but I think you're pretty nice. You're too nice, Dimbard. You're a sweetie. But yeah, I think in regards to PNG tubers, I've always kind of been wanting to commission. I always want to commission a PNG tuber. The thing is, I want to look nice all the time. That was 5 minutes of duck, by the way, so let me switch back. But you know, let's get off of Valhalla. I know we're playing the music, but we're just chatting, so we don't want to mislead viewers. Stream info. No, the duck. You're gonna have to redeem it again. But yeah, PNG tubers. I wanna commission a new like standard one to do, because this one is really nice. I really like it, but it's also really plain, you know. And I have ideas. I want to put the new PNG tuber in like this orange sweater. Super cute. Probably like off the shoulder. I can hop on rides if you feel like playing something, or I will not be playing World. Not at all. You couldn't pay me enough to play it. It's just, I don't know why. I just don't enjoy. I have so many cute PNG tuber ideas. Oh, I wish I had infinite money so I could get them all. And truthfully, I'm not hurting right now. I can get them all. But I also don't want to overwork Aiden. I always get my PNG tubers from Lemonade, and credits down in the credit panel below, by the way. Very cute stuff. I think the Christmas one is my favorite, to be honest. Hold on. Wow. Ain't she cute? I'm sure they love... I know. I'm sure he does. And obviously, I'm sure he enjoys getting my money as well. That's another pretty good motivator, right? It's like I haven't figured out exactly what to do for the sweater, right? Because I've been having ideas. Sweater, hold on. Let me pull. I think. I kind of want something like. I think I want something off the shoulder. Like turtlenecks. I think turtleneck sweaters are cute, but I don't think it's really what I want for the PNG tuber. I have a few sweaters saved, and they're all like high neck. That PNG is giving me Oktoberfest meets Christmas vibes. Ah, I know, isn't it cute? I love this one. I can't even, I have more than 8 is the problem, so I can't even see all of them. I have my Genshin, my Hostess one, my Yakuza one, the default Genshin. The pajama ones are super cute. I love the sleepy one. It's adorable, isn't it? It's so cute. We're happy to support your addiction. LOL, that's funny. EP is so, isn't it? It's super cute. I also had the, this one isn't shown in my PNG tubers, but I have like a scary one. Not a scary one, but a scared one. Hold on, let me go look in my files. I'll find it way faster there. Let's see. Pictures. Tweamer. My PNG tubers, yes. Christmas one. And then the only one that isn't shown is the horror one. The final girl, I call her. I really liked that one. There's like a non-bloody version. Can we see the full-size PNG too? I mean, it's just this. It's not like it was like a full body thing, and then I just cut off some of the thing. This is the full cut. Hold on, I'll move it around so you know I'm not lying to you. But like, look. There's nothing below the waist. I thought there was legs. You thought wrong. Now I don't know where I was. Probably around there. There's no legs, no. Wherever there's a cutoff, that's where the cutoff. I'm a ghost! Oh god! Oh jeez, oh fuck. Yeah, I don't know. PNG. So yeah, I think replacing the current one, the current default one. You have an adorable laugh. I think you're full of it, Dimblard. Replacing the current default PNG tuber and having a Monster Hunter one would be nice. And I was thinking, what was the other one I was thinking? Oh yeah, I'm full. I was thinking of having like a community thing for that, for a new PNG tuber. I've been throwing the idea out a couple streams at a time, asking what kind of PNG tuber would you guys like to see? You know, Monster Hunter one? That would look so good. I don't have one currently, but that's one I've been meaning to get. I would have my most common Monster Hunter outfits and then just turn it into a PNG tuber. I think it'd be cute. I always slay. What can I say? I think the hardest part is not necessarily designing what armor would you wear. It would be, oh, you know, hold on. Let me see if I can find a picture of it. Because I'm super cute in that one. And I think you guys should definitely see it. Every time you talk, you pull out the hunting horn. That'd be so funny, actually. Oh my gosh. The little chibi PNG tuber? Oh, that'd be cute. I've seen a few chibi PNG tubers these past few days, and I think they're very cute, to be honest. Oh man, how long ago was it? My favorite thing about being in streamer mode is when it truncates some usernames, but not all of them. So I still have like Bartimus Max in here, but Bumble Senpai has been shortened to B, which makes sense because he's a B. It's hilarious, actually. When you think about it, it's super hilarious. B, yeah. I was thinking the same thing. Ah! Oh, I sent the wrong thing to him. Ugh, hold on. Press B to pay respects. LOL. Hold on. Okay. I can't make my taskbar go away, and I don't know why. Usually I have it on so that the taskbar will disappear. Taskbar behaviors. Automatically hide the taskbar. I don't know why that was turned off. I always have it to automatically hide my taskbar. Anyway, let me... do I have my display set up? Okay, hold on. Check this shit out. This is what I was thinking for the Monster Hunter fit. Because this is the one that I always wear. It's super cute. I really like it. I think it'd be cute. I like it. But yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. I think it'd be cool to have like a community get together, like one of the streams, we all get together and we make a design for the next PNG tuber. I think that'd be fun. I always wanted to do it, but like the interest. I'm doing the gif of Patrick saying here. I'm glad, Tipbart. I'm glad you appreciate it. I'm just worried that there won't be a whole lot of interest in it. That's always been my biggest worry. But anyway, what do you mean no interest? I'm not saying like no interest, but like what if there's not a lot of interest and it's like, what do you like, you know. If you know, you know. And if you don't know, well, now you know. But I always like am uncertain what the community wants for a new PNG tuber. I should do that as a poll. Like we'll make a poll of a list of options. What do you guys want to see for a PNG tuber? And listen options. And whatever gets the most likes, the most things, that'll be the PNG tuber that we get together for a stream to make. You know, that would be fun. That would be fun, actually. The problem is I don't really know what you guys would want, you know? I always like do that thing. I ask you guys and I get your input and then I immediately forget what you guys have said. So I always forget. Monster Hunter for sure. Well, that one's gonna be, that one's gonna happen regardless. So that wouldn't be on the poll. But like, I know some people have said that, this is embarrassing to say, some people have wanted like the Dami Mommy one. Or like, what, would you like a cowboy? Or a cowgirl, I guess, PNG tuber, that kind of thing. We're doing Monster Hunter for sure. That one is getting made in honor of Wild's coming out. But yeah, that'd be fun. I think that would be fun. Actually, what if I just send it out in the Discord right now? Like, what would you guys do? What would you guys do? I just sent out, I would put it, I think, in general. Because we're not doing the poll yet, we're just getting a feel. What kind of PNG tubers? Have a cosplay of a DBD? I don't play Dead by Daylight. I don't play Dead by Daylight, so I don't know how much traction that one would get. Because, like, when would I use it, you know? Like, maybe Halloween, right? I want to eat this cherry Danish, but I don't want to make too much noise while I get it. You know, I could change my PNG tuber. I'm not sleepy. We'll go back. We'll go back to default. This cherry Danish is kind of mid, I won't lie. Have a Majima one? That'd be the true scary one. That would be scary. The jump scare. Hold on. I'm sending out a message right now. Okay. Okay. I sent out the message. If you're not part of my Discord, BRB ad. No, that's terrible. If you're not part of my Discord already, you should join the Discord. It's a great way to keep track of me, especially since I don't have my schedule is all fucked up because of work. But also you can participate. We do movie nights. We just hang out and play. I know they play Monster Hunter a lot in the server. We also just like, we do polls and stuff. It's very fun. It's a fun place. Hi Dinbart, I'm glad you're back. I just sent out the message to the Discord about the new PNG tuber. What you guys would like to see. But have a Skyrim one? I do have a Skyrim character. I think that one would be hard to have a model for. But I guess it's not out of the realm of possibility. If you really want to put it out in the atmosphere, you should go suggest it in the Discord that we were just talking about joining. It's a great community. You guys will love it there. Trust me. I have a lot of good people over there. I was like, I can't keep playing the game. My throat's getting sore. And then I talked for half an hour after the fact. It do be like that sometimes. I won't lie. You love spending time with me. I'm glad you do. I'm glad you do. It really does help a lot. It helps a lot knowing that I have a community like you guys with me. Always backing me up, you know? I've done some really stupid stuff on stream, and you guys are always down for it. I never thought I would stream Skyrim, but I have, and you guys have been around for it. Art, I never thought I'd stream art, and you guys were very supportive of the art stream. So I really appreciate it. You guys have been a lot of help. But I'm not really sure what else there is to talk about. So I think we might end stream. All things considered, I appreciate you. How about that? Let me see. When is the next Yakuza? Well, my next, what's it called? My next day off isn't until Tuesday. So, probably then. If, work doesn't suck as hard as it did this week, I'll probably do a few streams after work. Because I'm just hanging out with you guys. Spending a whole week before I get to hang out with you guys sucks. It sucks a lot. Has anyone ever got you the new Yakuza? You mean like that money one? No, I don't. I think it's still in my wish list. Let me check. I'll check. Infinite Wealth. Yeah, that's what it's called. I have not, no. But I have all the other ones and all the spin-offs too. I have to. I have to. Otherwise, I'm a fake Yakuza fan, you know? And I'm super excited for Kingdom Hearts to come out too. I'm looking at my wish list now and I saw it there. Have you played Palworld yet? I actually played Palworld back when it was like newer, you know? I played it on the Xbox Game Pass so that I could play with my best friend, Rio. We played Palworld together a lot. We were insane when it came to Palworld. We weren't like meta or anything, but we played it a lot, you know? And one time we were playing super late. And I was like, I gotta go to bed. But tell you what, I'll stay here and I'll idle in the house. And I'll leave the world open for you. And it's like, I'm going to bed for a few hours, and if you're back, and if you're still playing when I get back, then you're going to jail. And Rio confessed to me later, she was like, yeah, I played, and I was keeping an eye on the time, and right before it was time for you to wake up, I left. Which is fair, I guess. But yeah, I really liked Pal World back when I played it. I haven't played it since I got it on PC. I really wanted to implement crossplay. Because the whole reason... Yeah, I have it on PC. But like the whole reason I played Pal World in the first place was to play with... Rio. So if there's not crossplay, there's not a whole lot of point to it. I mean, I still will play it when the time comes, but, you know, the whole purpose of it was for Rio. Because there's not a lot of games that Rio and I can play together, but with them being on Xbox and whatnot. So, yeah. Well, anyway. Have you played Helldivers? No. I haven't even seen content for Helldivers, actually. I've been really out of the loop in that one. Anyway, yeah. I haven't seen anything about Helldivers. I heard that quote-unquote controversy for, you know, Helldivers having like kernel level access to your computers, which is insane because it overwrites admin privileges, you know? And people were up in arms against or defending it, you know? And that's the only thing I've heard about Helldivers. But in regards to Wilds, I'm super excited. That one does have crossplay, and I told Rio, and they agreed to get Wilds for us, you know, when that time comes. So I'm very excited. And all the content I've seen for it is really good. I'm really excited for Wilds. I'm not excited to relearn the hunting horn, though. Do we know how many players can be in a party? I don't know. I don't actually know about that one. In Rise, you could only have 4, but in World, you could have, like, 16 people or something, and you would have, like, parties of 4 within that. But, yeah. Let me look for a new song. I don't know why I'm looking for a new song. I'm gonna be ending soon anyway. Do you like beat-based games? You mean like rhythm-based games? Is that what you mean? Because if so, yeah, I do. Yeah. I am a fan. I don't remember the last one I've played, though. It was a long time ago. Have you heard of Just Shapes and Beats? I have not. I don't think so, anyway. I think the last rhythm game I've played is the karaoke in Yakuza. Look it up real quick. Hold on. I'm holding a Danish. Just Shapes and Beats. Rhythm game. It's on Steam for $20. Let me look up the official trailer. Shapes and about beats. Yeah, we're clever. The music is wonderful. I bet it. The initial playlist is closed up, but if you want to submit something for future content, feel free. This seems very confusing. Oh. That looks like a bullet hell. That's kind of scary. I don't really know what's going on. These screenshots don't help, actually, turns out. Hold on. I guess I could let you see it, the screenshots. Hold on. These things here. It does not help. What is this? What is this? You know? Looks very fun. It's a bullet hell to the beat of music. That's insane. That's crazy. That looks fun. That does look fun though. I don't know. I might look into it a little more afterwards. It's about assembling the triangle of power and defeating evil. That sounds like out of a kid's show, I won't lie. I mean in a good way. That's a good thing. I like kids shows. I don't really watch normal shows. The only normal shows that I watch are Brooklyn Nine-Nine and The Golden Girls. And The Golden Girls was obvious, of course. Yeah, I love kid shows. So, that sounds up my alley. Was it obvious? It is obvious. Well, Dimbard, I appreciate you and your attempts to extend the stream. However, I think I'm gonna call it. So you're not mad about me not taking pics of the Golden Girls candy. I'm a little mad, but I've forgiven you. I have chosen to forgive you. But now I'll never know what the Golden Girls candy was. I keep trying to leave stream, and then Dimbard keeps keeping me here. I'll make sure to take a pic next time. I appreciate it, Dimbard. See, scusi. Anyway, now, for real this time, we're gonna head off. We might do a stream later tonight. I'm gonna keep you here forever. I'm sure you will. Anyway, time to end stream. But we'll be back later tonight, perhaps. If you guys are nice enough to me, I'll come back later tonight. We just appreciate you. And I really appreciate you always saying that, because it helps a lot. It really does. I appreciate all your words, Dimbard. I like your words, Funny Magic Man. But yeah, tonight we'll probably do Yakuza, because I have been meaning to play it again. I miss it. I miss Kiryu a lot. But thank you guys so much for stopping by. Yay, Yakuza! I know, it's exciting, ain't it? It's exciting. But thank you all so much for stopping by. You have points. That's exciting. I hope you enjoyed karaoke and the UFO catcher. I'll make sure to have those enabled when I start a stream to make you not so. Okay, Dimbard. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you everyone for stopping by when you did. I really appreciate it. Stream has been a lot of fun. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye-bye forever.